Sharon Barbour. Members of the armed forces community are furious after US President Donald Trump claimed NATO troops stayed away from the front lines during the conflict in Afghanistan. 457 UK soldiers lost their lives in the war there, 49 from our region. Andy Watson reports.
We've never needed them. We have never really asked anything of them. You know, they'll say they sent some troops to Afghanistan or this or that. And they did. They stayed a little back, a little off the front lines.
The comments of a president which have sparked outrage. Always controversial, these latest statements appear to have been a step too far for the hundreds of armed forces veterans and the families of soldiers killed or injured in NATO operations in Afghanistan. Thousands of miles away from America at the East Durham Veterans Trust, they've been shocked by the actions of one of the UK's supposed closest ally.
Absolutely disgusted to hear President Trump's comments. Serving Afghanistan myself in Helmand Province, in the Ford Operating Base in the Sangin Valley. So to hear his comments that we weren't the front line, I'd love to know what the front line is.
Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer said he was appalled and disgusted by the comments, and there's been calls for a formal apology.
Obviously we lost the 457 out there, but what about the thousands who have come back, who've been fighting their own battles in the mind? It can trigger them to go back there again, and we don't want to see that. We don't want to see our suicide rates going back up to what they were. He should be apologising to every person who served out there, every person's family who lost loved ones out there, every person's family who supported the loved ones while they were out there. There should be a massive apology from Trump to the United Kingdom.
Andy Watson, BBC Look North.
It's been revealed that more than 1 million passengers travelled on the new Northumberland line between Newcastle and Ashington. Northumberland Park is set to be the newest station to open on the line, which had been closed in 1964 as part of the beaching cuts. Megan Patterson reports.
It's a rail project which cost more than £298 million. And since opening in December 2024, more than 1 million passengers have made journeys on the Northumberland line. Popularity exceeding expectations.
We've smashed the 1 millionth customer journey barrier far sooner than we expected, and with still 2 stations left to open. And then no doubt there'll be more successes to come for what is a line that isn't just producing great statistics and great numbers, it's changing lives here in the North East.
Next on the line, the newest station, Northumberland Park, will open on the 22nd of February. Later than expected, but hopefully worth the wait.
This is a game changer that has been worth the pain, the criticism sometimes, the unexpected, uncharted issues that cropped up. But yeah, it's been absolutely worth it, and I'm so grateful to everybody that's been involved.
With popularity comes pressure. There has been concern about lack of carriages to accommodate passenger numbers.
That is our next challenge. So already now we've had to double the train sets that we provide on a Sunday and every evenings. We've doubled from 2-car to 4-car trains to meet that demand. Now we are talking across the industry to see where else we can get extra trains from, because we know that this growth is going to continue.
There are hopes the line could be extended to New Biggin in the future. The timetable and the price tag still to be confirmed. Megan Patterson, BBC Look North, Bebbside.
To today's football in the Premier League, Sunderland were beaten 3-1 by West Ham at the London Stadium. And in the Championship, Middlesbrough continued their impressive promotion campaign with a 4-0 win at home to Preston. Time for the weather now. Here's Paul Mooney.
Wind and cloud and rain feature in the forecast over the next few days. Through this evening and overnight, the cloud thickens up again, keep the fresh winds, and that thicker cloud brings outbreaks of rain to many places, maybe a little bit of hill snow on the tops of the hills. Temperatures shouldn't drop any lower than about 4 or 5 Celsius, and it will be quite gusty at times. As we head into tomorrow then, it's a cloudy start, further rain at times, maybe 1 or 2 heavier bursts over the Pennines. It does become drier through the day. I don't think we'll see an awful lot in the way of brightness, maybe the odd brief brighter spell for Cumbria. Temperatures peak around about 8 Celsius, and it'll feel colder than that in that easterly wind. And then the outlook as we head through the week, well, it stays very unsettled. The cloud will be thick enough for some rain at times, quite breezy as well, but we keep frost-free nights.
And that's all from the team. Enjoy your Saturday night. Bye-bye.